Hi everybody. I just wanted to take time out to say Happy New Year. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas break and a wonderful New Year as well. It's 2012 already. I know it's only 3 days old, but I wanted to take the time out to actually say Happy New Year and explain just what we've got planned for the Learning Centre for this year. Now, serious mode. 2012 is going to be a very difficult year for a great many people, particularly those of us at the Mail Centre, because we're going through a period of transition there. So if you've never considered using the Learning Centre, then perhaps now, this year should be the year that you actually consider using it, because we're here as a union to support you in whatever it is you need to do. Don't forget, I myself am actually trained to deliver professional, unbiased information, advice and guidance to you guys. So you're going to get the best advice that's available, that's specifically tailored to your needs. So please, don't forget that. If you feel that there's a barrier preventing you from coming into the Learning Centre, we do have the ability now to screen for dyslexia. We can't diagnose because only an educational psychologist can do that, but we can actually give you a good idea if that may be a barrier that's impeding you actually coming into the Learning Centre. So please, if anything like that piques your curiosity, then get in touch. The number's on the website, so's the email address. Just take the time out, get in touch, we'll sit down, we'll have a half an hour, sit down with a laptop and we'll get you screened, or we'll actually discuss what it is that you want advice and guidance upon. Right, that's the serious talky bit out of the way. More serious stuff. But yeah, serious in the fact that it's what content is, but I want to talk to you about the stuff that we've got going on in the Learning Centre. So, what have we got going on right now? Yep, we've got the ECDL Level 2 kicking into its first exam. So if you guys have not been knuckling down, and you know who you are, perhaps now should be the time. Your exam's in about 2 weeks. This week, we'll probably see you, or next week, we'll probably see you doing your practice test. I myself will be doing the exam alongside you, so if you need some support that way, moral support, then you've got it. We're looking at your second exam probably in March, and your third and fourth exams probably towards the back end of April, early May. So get cracking. The ECDL Level 2 course has been really well attended, it's been well received as well, and the college are exceptionally impressed with the standard of work that's coming out of it. So it's been really, really valuable to those people that are taking part. Now I know there's quite a few people that have actually approached me about what the chances of you doing a second run. Well, the chances are good. If enough people are interested, then the college have got no qualms in actually coming in and going, yeah, we'll do this. We can put this course on for you. The big question is going to be whether we can get the same level of subsidisation from the college, in the fact that this current run, the course has been for free and the student's been responsible for the cost of the exam, which was £80. Now, whether we can get the same deal again is questionable because of the economic climate. But that said, it's still a valuable course, and it's something to be considered because it is a qualification that will go with you wherever you go. So that is that to consider. There's also been a few people on the class. They've actually asked me if it's possible to do the ECDL Advanced. Now, this is a Level 3 qualification. Now, that's the equivalent to an A-level. So if you are interested in doing it, we may not be able to get as great a deal as we have for the ECDL Level 2. So it could wind up being quite expensive. But having said that, for an A-level, the current price that we've got from the college at full price is quite a good deal as well. So please bear it in mind. Come and see me, and we'll sit down and we'll have a natter about it, and I will see if I can get the college to be a bit more cooperative. Because they are very cooperative. If they can do something for cheaper, they will do. So, in the lines of qualifications, what else have we got going to be going? Well, what have we got going on at the moment? We are looking at doing some more adult literacy and adult numeracy. Two subjects I feel are still neglected, particularly numeracy. Come on, everybody, hold up your hands if you're good at maths. Yes, yes, yes. I thought I was good at maths. I'm not so good as I thought I was. Hands up if you're crap at maths. Yes. Well, numeracy has always been a weak subject of mine, and it's something I feel strongly that people seem to neglect, because we do seem to use numbers every day. Same as the literacy side of stuff. We take it for granted. It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it's just going to waste away. So I am looking at getting some numeracy and literacy stuff put on. Now, I know that there's quite a few people on deliveries that want to participate on stuff like this, but can't, simply because they've either got childcare issues or the deliveries are too long now, and by the time they're finished, they're too shattered to come back into the learning centre, or they live out in the rurals and they find it difficult to come into the learning centre. So, I have looked into this. I'm currently looking at the possibility of some Learn Direct stuff run by Derby College. What that means is, if you've got a laptop or a desktop with a broadband connection, you can work. You can work on these courses simply because you can do stuff in your own time and at your own pace at home. There are a couple of times where you're going to have to come into the learning centre, and there's no way of getting around this. One's for an assessment and to sign up, and the second one is for the exam, because the exams need to be invigilated. In other words, you need to keep an eye on it and make sure everything's done above board, and that you're not tapping onto Wikipedia. So there's that. I am proud to announce that we're going to be doing some more informal workshops. The Beginners IT workshops have been completely redesigned, so they will be launched later on in the year, and we're probably looking at about 3 runs of that. They are 10 weeks ago, so there's at least a third to over half of the year gone when we run those. The redesign simply because we examined the feedback from the other ones, and we found a few elements that we'd actually missed out, so we've actually included them this time. There's a lot more hands-on stuff to be done during the workshops as well, and we are actually even looking at running an individual workshop on internet security, so you can keep your friends, family, and especially your kids safe when they're surfing online, because we know what a dangerous place the internet can be if we're not careful, particularly with the advent of social media. And we are looking at the photography workshop beginning this year. Yes! Probably towards the back end of February, early March, simply because we want to start in the spring so we can carry on through the different seasons, spring, summer, autumn and winter. It's a 12-week workshop with the possibility of extending it, and there's going to be a cost, unfortunately, and that's £40, and that's simply to cover the price of the inkjet cartridges, because 4 of them in this fancy dandy A3 wireless printer are about 90 quid, and the price of inkjet paper that we're going to be using, because we're using proper photographic paper. We're going to be covering a whole section of cameras, from point and shoots, compact camera systems, all the way, if you've been lucky at Christmas and Santa liked you, you've got a DSLR, one with an interchangeable lens. We will be looking at those kinds of cameras. We'll be looking at basic rules of composition, so your photographs look a lot more dynamic. There's more life, and more, not just something that's been plonked straight in the middle of the photograph and people go, ooh, it's a bit dull. Good subject, but a bit dull. We'll be looking at the possibilities of using online services for printing your photographs, such as Jessop's Online and Jacobs Online, and a couple of others that I've actually stumbled across. We'll be looking at basic rules for improving your photographs. Simple stuff that's easy to remember and that you can incorporate into whatever it is you're doing, whether you're taking holiday snaps or doing family portraits or whatever. And we will even look at the possibility at the end of the workshops in doing something akin to shooting in a photographic studio. But it won't be in a studio, it'll be in the Learning Centre. We'll have a lot of professional gear in here, and you'll be taking photographs of each other just to see how well your skills have improved over those 12 weeks. We may even look at extending it after that and opening it up to like a photographic club. So I think it's going to be an exciting adventure. We may even look at a workshop later in the year about photographic editing, using free software as well as the more expensive stuff like Lightroom and Photoshop. We also, with a fair wind, possibly look at a video workshop as well, because two of my passions are photography and video short film making. So we can have a workshop that covers your holidays, your holiday photos and your holiday videos, how you can edit them together and properly incorporate them together, so you get like a photographic slideshow and some video as well. So like I said, 2012 is going to be an exciting year for the Learning Centre. So if you've not previously thought about using us, then please consider it.